Ever heard of a wedding where the whole village chips in?
Yeah.
I mean, like, literally everyone's in on it.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking massive feasts, ancient rituals, even like intense negotiations. You know, the kind that would make a Wall Street hotshot sweat a little.
Aha. Yeah.
Well, get ready, because today we're diving deep into marriage, but not just any marriage, marriage across cultures.
I'm excited.
It's wild how this idea of two people tying the knot, it's everywhere, right? But the way it plays out, totally different depending on where you are in the world.
That's what makes it so fascinating. Like, we often think of marriage as this super personal thing.
Right, just you and your person.
Exactly. But in so many cultures, it's way bigger than that. It's the joining of families, histories, sometimes entire communities.
It's like a social contract as much as a personal one.
Absolutely.
Which is a perfect place to start, I think. Our notes here, they talk about how, at its core, marriage is often defined as, you know, man and a woman coming together to build life, have kids, that kind of thing.
Right. The classic definition.
Yeah. But then you look at other cultures, and it's all about social structure or even, like, straight-up economic stability. It's like the why behind saying I do completely changes depending on your zip code.
It's true. I mean, think about the Himba people in Namibia. They have this tradition called Bridewealth. Basically, the groom's family gifts cattle to the bride's family.
Cows, like as a dowry.
Kind of, but not exactly. You see, it's not about putting a price tag on the bride. It's more about forging a strong connection between the families. It's a powerful symbol of their promise to support the couple and any children they might have.
Wow, so it's less about buying a wife and more about, like, investing in the relationship's future.
Exactly. It's like a shared investment in the couple's success, which is a pretty powerful concept when you think about it.
It puts our modern-day wedding gifts into perspective, that's for sure. Instead of a new toaster, how about a prize-winning heifer?
Right. It really highlights how differently cultures view commitment and the roles of family in a marriage.
It's amazing. And speaking of cultural differences, can we talk about the wedding ceremonies themselves?
Oh, absolutely. The ceremonies themselves are just incredible windows into a culture's values.
Right. And our source material did not disappoint. There are some seriously amazing descriptions in here. But no matter how different they seem on the surface, the one thing they all have in common is community.
100%.
It doesn't matter if we're talking about a Maasai warrior jumping over a line of cattle or an Indian bride getting those intricate henna designs. It's all about going public, declaring your union to the world and getting everyone's blessings.
Exactly. Marriage is often seen as this major rite of passage, you know? It marks the moment you become a true adult in the community with all the responsibilities and privileges that come with it. And those ceremonies, as wild and elaborate as they can be, they're there to reinforce those societal roles and expectations.
It makes you wonder, though, hearing all this, how are these traditions holding up in today's world?
That's a great question.
Things are changing so fast. We've got more single-parent families than ever, people choosing to live together without getting married.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, is marriage as we know it, like, evolving or fading out?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It really is.
I mean, some people might say these shifts mean marriage is becoming less important.
Right.
But maybe it's not that simple. Maybe we're just seeing a redefinition of what marriage means. As our ideas of family and partnership change, it makes sense that the institution of marriage would change along with them.
So we've gone from cows as a love language to questioning the whole future of marriage. Talk about a deep dive.
That's what we do here.
But seriously, it's kind of mind-blowing. This thing that feels so personal, so intimate, is actually deeply connected to, like, centuries of cultural norms and societal expectations.
It really is. It makes you wonder, what will the rituals and traditions of marriage look like in the future? What new forms will it take?
Right.
And how will the choices we make today shape the future of this, let's be honest, ancient institution?
It's a lot to think about.
It really is. Listener, what do you think?